Having self-respect is a no-brainer. It's rather a must if you want to live a happy life. No matter the gender of the toxic person in front of you, you should never give them any power. I'm not meaning hurting them, holding grudges, taking revenge and the like, because that won't ever benefit you. And keep in mind that if you drag yourself down to that level, life, God, or the universe, name it however you want, will give it back to you. In one of my previous videos, I shared an emotional story of a man who did not accept an ex coming back out of the blue. He was such a hero because he didn't share her ex's name on the internet and did not give in to the temptation of coming back to a traitor and cheater. Feel free to check that video out after this one. Today I'm sharing with you why you never must accept toxic women into your life, no matter how hot they are. Under that sexy flesh probably lies a rotten soul she doesn't want to take care of. So be mindful of these tricks and be picky when accepting people into your life. Stay tuned because what I am about to show you is life-changing. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Tricky Dicky. He said, "I've learned over the years not to put women on a pedestal. I have with 1 or 2 ex-girlfriends, this is both when I have ended things or they have had so-called friends say that I should be their friend, etc. following the breakup. But I ain't followed their crappy advice. I had told them that it's between me and the exes in question and no one else." Tricky Dicky, you're absolutely right. Being friends with an ex is rather accepting an unfair exchange of value where the man has more to lose than to win. Of course, I'm not meaning that the solution would be being rude to them, but rather avoiding contact in order to not wait for your turn. You made a great choice, so keep it up. Please, Tricky Dicky, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. If you are a mgtow, chances are you have gone through hardships such as heartbreaks, divorces, or breakups that awaken a deeper desire for freedom and independence. If you use crises the right way, you can benefit from them and rise from the ashes. What might seem hurtful and complex can be a blessing in disguise. My own experiences and those of other men too have inspired me to make this video to share with you 4 signs of her toxicity and why you should avoid her at all costs. If you are a bit confused and can't interpret these signals, don't worry because I got you covered and I'll remove all doubts you may have. Here you go. First, she does not listen. This is a very basic one, yet many NPCs out there can't seem to understand it and realize how bad they're behaving by not listening to what people say. If you are a man and you've gone through some emotional roller coasters caused by failure, chances are the only people who listened to you were your parents, relatives, or friends. I have met many men, including me, whose girlfriends were not able to give them emotional support and even ended up resorting to a plan B because their current boyfriend was not attractive in times of crisis. If a woman dumps you when you're at your lowest, she doesn't deserve you at your highest, let alone during your successes. The peak of disrespectful behavior is simply a person, doesn't matter if their chromosomes are XX or XY, who doesn't want to listen when you have to tell them something. In the case of toxic girlfriends, this is even more disgusting because they're not able to do something as simple as listen to your concerns. She is toxic if she's doing something else while you're talking to her. The saddest part is that she will make you think you're crazy and accuse you of not sharing your thoughts with her. But indeed you did, whereas she was just not listening. If she interrupts you when you're talking, get away from her ASAP and don't deal with that childish attitude. Second, she's egotistical, selfish, and self-centered. A toxic woman will make everything about her. Just like those attention-seeking women on Instagram and OnlyFans do not care about anything besides likes and comments. A girl you're with might consider these social media interactions more important than living the present moment with you, and as I said in the previous point, listening to you. It's freaking obvious everyone out there has problems and challenges to deal with, especially if you've got complex responsibilities. That should not make her the center of the universe when you talk to her about anything. If she turns every single one of the topics you cover to her advantage and always brings up something about her life and problems, she is probably more toxic than you think. Let me explain myself. This example will clarify it for sure. This red flag is especially important when you're talking about differences in your relationship, and every time you tell her how you feel, not even how she made you feel, she responds with something like, "What about my feelings?" Although we live, in principle, in times when men are encouraged to show their emotions, cry, and be honest with themselves, it's insane how the same women who subscribe to these ideas can't put them into practice in a relationship. If that's the case, say goodbye to her politely. Third, she's always on her phone. I'm pretty sure you all agree with this one because it's so annoying. No matter how interesting the topic you bring up is, she might choose to be on her phone. Of course, everyone has some business going on with their phone, a client, a prospect, an ill family member, etc. That's fair. What is not tolerable is that she uses her phone while you're in the midst of telling her a story or sharing your thoughts on any topic. Personally, no matter the person I'm hanging out with, I let them know why I'm pulling out my phone so that I don't look like a freaking phone addict who cannot live without devices for more than 5 minutes. In the case of a woman, especially if you're getting to know her or even in a relationship, this red flag cannot be ignored. If she considers her phone more important than the real world, you cannot connect with her on a deep level. Let me go further. If she's the type to go to a club and upload dozens of stories on how much fun she's having, she is not even honest. Do you think she will be honest with you? Hell no. You probably saw her mindlessly scrolling through social media or texting someone and smiling. Does she have someone else in her life? Is the content she consumes more important than the meal you're sharing? It's sad to see married couples having dinner while one or even both of the parties are checking their phones. Even at times, they have the news on too. If you are the one living the present moment and she does not even pay attention to the time you're sharing, she's not a good catch. Fourth, a toxic woman will demand your attention unconditionally. Despite the sunshine and rainbows narratives, e.g. men have emotions too and must be respected, she will not value you if she's more concerned with her unimportant problems. A toxic woman will not only be selfish, but will also demand attention, aka one of your most valuable assets along with your time. Well, in reality, attention and time go hand in hand, and if you invest your attention in a toxic woman, you might also lose time you could be investing in your projects. Despite these times of supposed equality and fairness, a toxic woman will demand your attention right away no matter what. This disrespectful attitude might be limitless, meaning she will also ask for your attention even if you've got to go back to work. However, if you tell her that you'll be with her in a moment or can I wait a bit, which is by the way what every decent person should do, she'll get extremely frustrated and act like she deserves all of your undivided time and attention. This toxic woman might see you online and ask you why you haven't replied to her texts, or even come up with stories of you talking to another bitch. All in all, if you spot any of these 4 signs, let me be upfront. Go away ASAP. If you try to fix things and she's still acting this way, don't try to change her because she won't. In some cases, when you give an ultimatum, you might hear the beautiful words, "I love you," or "I want to make this work." But then, when you give them a second chance, she keeps behaving the same way. You deserve so much better. You deserve someone loving, caring, and respectful. Period. If she does not give you any respect, but also adds toxicity and problems, she's not good for you. So, goodbye to her, and live your best life. If your best life means finding someone who respects you, good for you, and good luck. Otherwise, if this phrase means going your own way, I'm glad you chose this path because I guarantee you have a golden chance to improve yourself and become an independent, strong man. Let me warn you that when you reach that level, your ex might come back and ask you for a second chance or a third chance. I don't need to tell you, you should not give in to temptation, right? Be always selective and I promise you will be happier than most people. I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever dated a toxic woman? What other signs of toxicity would you add to this list? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.